nicely built, alhamdulillah. So again, I can't stress enough, and I can't thank you all enough to come and brave this weather and to stand for a cause that will be with us till our last breath. So free Palestine! Free Palestine! I would like to invite our Blackburn independent MP Adnan Hussain, who, as you all know, alhamdulillah, last year won the elections here in Blackburn against a principle, against haqq, and against speaking up for Palestine. And he, in all honesty, my personal opinion, he hasn't stopped. He's continued. He's still passionate as he was from day dot. And that's the reason why I believe personally that I voted for the right man, which I'm sure the rest of you did as well, alhamdulillah. So, ladies and gents, brothers and sisters, bar the rain, Mr. Adnan Hussain, MP.
Yeah. The circumstances that lead us to gather here today, once again, are infuriating. In fact, the circumstances are deeply, deeply infuriating. In the holiest month of Ramadan, in the holiest month of a Muslim's year, when our families are surrounding us here shopping for Eid, we have had to stand forward. We have been forced to come out here once again to demand an end to a genocide. A genocide being committed against our brethren. A genocide being committed against our brethren in Gaza, as they too attempt to observe the holy month of Ramadan, as their children should also too be looking forward to the celebration of Eid. What an absolute blight! What an absolute blight on the human conscience for us as humanity to carry the weight of a crime of such magnitude. What an absolute blight. And it's a blight upon upon all of humanity, not just the perpetrators of this evil crime, the mass extermination of human life. It's a stain on all of our consciences. Just like any moment in history when a genocide is committed. And such is the grave nature of this crime. Each and every single one of you who is aware of little children in Gaza being massacred en masse, simply for being born on a certain land. And being born on a certain land through no choice of their own. Every single one of you has a duty to do every single thing that's in your power, every single thing that it takes. You must use every tool that is available to you to demand an end, to call out, to demand that this genocide stops immediately. Because if we today allow an entire people to be wiped off the face of earth just to satisfy the greed of others, if we allow this to happen, the greed of others who make it no secret of believing that Gaza is a lucrative piece of real estate, which they must acquire at all cost, even at the cost of cleansing its land of human life entirely. If we allow this to take place without question, if we allow the genocide of a people, we also will allow the tearing up of human rules, the rules of human conduct as we know them. We're allowing a new vicious lawlessness on a global scale to take over. And if we allow it to take over, then none of us will be safe. My people, a century of dehumanization of the Palestinian people is bearing its fruits today. Today, when scores of Palestinian children are being massacred daily, and we carry on our lives like nothing has happened. Our media would react more to the deaths or the killing of cattle than they do to the deaths of Palestinians. But that is their choice. That is a choice that they make. But this isn't a choice that we should allow. We need to fight back with all our force, with all of our might. We must be enraged at this war crime. We must challenge it over and over again. Even if we feel helpless, we must continue to call it out. Call it out. Call it out. I'm doing everything that I can in my power, in my position. I'm calling it out. I'm challenging it. I'm challenging our country's refusal to act against this travesty. The UK's, the Labour government's refusal to meet its obligations under international law and the Genocide Convention to bring a halt to this evil that is being inflicted upon the people of Gaza. I'll carry on, and I ask you to join me. No action, whether big or small, is useless in the fight against evil, in the fight against occupation, in the fight against displacement, in the fight against ethnic cleansing, in the fight against the extermination of small innocent children, in the fight against the killing of men, women and children, in the fight against genocide. We must speak up. We must continue to speak up. History will judge us. Thank you.
Will you join us at the next PAE demo?